Hello, big, fresh, fleshy babies. This is me, your host, Mr. Warrison. Welcome back to the Boner Police podcast. This podcast entry is gonna be it's a good. I'd say it's good, pretty good. Not gonna lie, top tier even. In fact, one of the best I've ever done. Let's give ourselves a hand of applause for how this one went. Pretty smooth. Our guest this podcast is Taylor Jones, one of my good friends, and yeah, it's just super interesting. A lot to say. So we'll go ahead and I'll shut up and we'll hop right in there. Just go in three,
Are you
2,
gonna start the
1. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Boner Police podcast. The first, I guess, actual episode. I mean, it's more like a pilot was the first one I would call it. I don't know. I still haven't figured anything out. But it's more like a pilot, and this I would consider this the first actual Boner Police podcast episode.
because it's featuring.
Yes, if we were doing it any other way, these bad boys, then man, they just wouldn't have made it. I don't know. They wouldn't.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to start by saying, if you love strawberry kiwi Capri Suns, you are superior. Like,
Okay,
in this world.
all right. You can't come into my house, my abode, and start talking mad dumpy shit on me. All right,
Dumpy shit.
Dumpy shit. You can't come in here talking about how strawberry kiwi is a better flavor. It's not even good. You can't even classify it as a good flavor.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. No, literally. No. Have you ever been to a snow cone place?
The snow cone place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the snow cone before.
Okay. Have you ever had a strawberry kiwi snow cone?
No.
Equally as good.
Equally as good, so they're
Yeah.
complete garbage?
If you can enjoy a strawberry kiwi snow cone, then no, they're not garbage.
Okay, so everywhere else can do strawberry kiwi good. I don't hate the flavor itself. I just don't like the Capri Sun flavor.
Interesting.
Interesting?
Okay. That
Like,
makes
I like almost just about every, yeah, I would say every other strawberry kiwi flavor of something I've tried, whether it be like Gatorade or like, whatever juice, like I guess Sobe has like that, but
Why Capri? Because you expect what do you want to expect when you drink a Capri?
like a strawberry kiwi one,
No, just in general. Like what do you chase? Like, is it the mintiness or
that
like the
classic
fruitiness?
strawberry kiwi garbage is not what it's not what I want.
No, that's what I'm
And
asking.
something
What
that I
you
do want is something that reminds me of the past, my childhood.
Interesting.
Just kidding. That's not that at all.
No. I mean,
It's that distinct taste. It's like if you like drinking a Pepsi, like that's your favorite.
well,
Like, that's-
parties.
well,
As a child with the Capri Sun
yeah.
was the Corona to the lake. Like, you're
Mm.
hot, you're sweating, you've been doing shit all day, and you just it's. I feel like
You come inside and you
level.
drink a good old pouch of Capri Sun. You ask mom
Yeah.
if you can have a second one. She says no.
yeah.
Mom, but I'm really thirsty. Really?
Or you ever have tiny?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Tiny
she's like, you get
slice.
one. And you're like, really? I
How?
get a Pepsi? Oh, sick. And you go in the fridge. Oh,
Tiny.
what is this 6-ounce piece of shit?
But the thing is, like, I feel like for someone my size, like drinking a lot of soda, honestly, sometimes hurts my stomach. Sometimes.
Sometimes. What do you
So-
consider a lot?
Like after I've eaten like a full barbecue meal, like a whole can of soda is just a lot of.
So there's a lot of liquid sitting on
Yeah,
top
so
of a
like
hot
a
barbecue.
tiny like little one to sip on with like a lot of food though. Like
What if you're
ribs
just like
and-
sipping the whole time you're drinking? Is that when you get the tummy hurts?
Wait, I mean, the tummy. No, okay, no, I mean, like that's if you chug anything too fast, yeah, your stomach's most likely gonna hurt. Other
I
than
can't
water.
chug anything.
Right, yeah. So you technically are. I mean, I feel like I'm sipping on everything because I know that because when I eat ice cream, I always take a lot.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
I could probably chug maybe half a glass of milk.
Right.
On like a good day, like 3/4.
Full glass of water, just not milk.
Yes. I could probably do a whole glass of just straight water.
But I have. I've been at that place. Like I was a milk drinker. Definitely. I guess that means like
I caught
a
the
lot
last of
people
that.
might not,
I caught the last couple cartons. Like, goddamn, what the? One in the
Ooh.
fridge, one not in the fridge.
What if
two in the
they?
pantry.
I just want to say,
Hmm?
just so you can imagine this: almond breeze, chocolate milk,
Mhm.
but cartons. You get to like take that with you on a hike.
I'd drink it.
If I could keep it cold long enough, I would.
Also, what was up with there being like barely any options for kids in school that were lactose intolerant? It was like
That is very true.
they gave you like chocolate milk, white milk, sometimes on a strawberry milk, and then it was like apple juice and then water.
Yeah, I don't even know what like. Just remember getting chocolate milk. That I don't remember if there was any other option. Or like I
Because
always thought
chocolate
you
milk
had to-
was I became lactose intolerant like at the very end of my school time.
Yeah.
So like for the most part I was just like chugging the chocolate milk that I got, and it would just be like my dessert. I would like
Yeah.
I would like get my food and I
I
would
would
eat
definitely
I would
eat
eat the
first.
like the whatever I got, like a chicken sandwich or something
Yeah.
with chips, and then I would like either drink water throughout the whole thing, and then I would just chug the chocolate milk at the end because that was just like just enough.
Do you wish that school lunch
I think
was
so
better?
when I was in when I started from freshman year was the best year for lunch, because this was like before the whole Michelle Obama like health food thing kicked in, and so we had good food like
Yeah.
at lunch. Like it was like sloppy joes that were like on nice buns and like really good, and people looked forward to them. We got like Domino's to the school. That was our pizza.
Domino's just
Like in the cafeteria, if you got pizza, like it was Domino's. And then there was
our
like
pizza was halfway cooked.
yeah, it was like
Right?
it was like
Like
the
it re-
shitty end of the Domino's deal for sure.
Right. Yeah.
But you could also get like chicken sandwiches and stuff that were like spicy chicken sandwiches, and those were my favorite thing. That's
That's
what I
not
got.
bad.
That's what I got every day. Was a spicy and chicken sandwich for
Spicy
chicken sandwich. Okay, I can say it. With like some barbecue chips and a chocolate milk to be exact, and like that was the shit. And
yeah.
they sold Arizonas at school that were like the big ones, and it was like the teas and the mango drink and all, and they sold
Yeah.
cookies and brownies and like all that shit. And then when sophomore year, junior year, senior year, none of that shit. They got rid of all the cookies, all the brownies, all the like the nice chips, instead of replaced them with baked versions
Yeah.
of like Lay's and all that stuff. God.
We were kind of, I guess, a little spoiled. Our culinary class, you could work and sell food at lunch, and they like made food, and it wasn't anything like crazy gourmet good, but I mean they sold like this big homemade cookies for
Oh my
like
God.
$1 or $2, and I would sometimes I'd forget lunch or like enough money for what I did and just get one of those. They also had a vending machine, and they both were a little different. But yeah. Oh, we also had in middle school Eagle, so you could go and get like cheap, like it was like a burger shack type thing.
Mm.
It's very interesting. Big outdoor restaurant for middle schoolers. And then you went to the cafeteria, but it was I just lost. Ugh. Ew.
No.
Yeah. Michelle Obama, I'm sorry. I don't know what.
Fuck off, Michelle Obama. That's what we're trying to say.
Thanks, Obama.
You're taking all of our stuff.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
Talking about cookies or brownies to be exact, in junior high, this is like a story that I never really got a resolution to, I don't think. But there was this girl that was in my junior high. So like for the most part, I sat alone in junior high for like most of the first year. I just ate lunch alone. And then this girl started like sat down with me and started eating lunch with me. I won't say her name, but you know.
You know.
And she sat down and we just like had lunch like every day. Like after that, I guess she like ditched her friends or something and just started eating lunch with me. Sick, right? First of all,
that is sick. Yeah, shout out to her.
ladies out there. But like I guess her friends that like she ditched for me, kind of. One of her friends, I will say her name, Lily. Fuck you. Just kidding.
All right,
I'm not.
yeah. You know, hey.
Not. All right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
won't
her
comment,
name was
but-
her name was Lily. Yeah. I'm not. Okay, so I won't say her last name. Maybe I will. Fuck it.
Maybe I
I'll flick
will.
around and say her last name in the
Yeah.
middle of the podcast.
Someone can hack into that.
But she would like give me the stink eye. Like she was like give me the mad.
Did you
Like
piss
the
her off?
mad stare down, like
Ugh.
every time we would pass in the hall, she would like be laughing with her
Do you
friends.
think it's maybe this girl like more than
I like to think that. I don't know. But like she'd be laughing like with her friends, and then she'd see me walking by and just,
yeah? Because I mean,
and I would be like, what?
minding your
Oh my god! I was like,
business.
and
Yeah.
I'd be walking, and then I would see like and then out of the corner of my eye, and I would look over because those are like her friends, and sometimes you just like look at groups of people that you like have any sort of like acquaintance to,
Yeah.
and then I did, and she was just giving me the eyes, dude, and I was like, oh my god, am I gonna die in my sleep? Like the
Is this
kind,
girl gonna jump me?
yeah, am I gonna get jumped after school behind the bleachers?
That don't forget that's a thing. Like
You could just
Yeah.
get beat up at school.
just get beat up. I mean, if someone hated you and for whatever reason, like people
Yeah.
that time was not a time to get jumped.
No. So, anyways, I started doing the big brain move. And I was thinking ahead, right? I was
Yeah.
thinking, I don't want her to hate me forever because it was obvious that she's like giving me the hate, right?
Yeah.
And she would like, I don't know. Anyways, I knew that Lily hated me, right? And what I would do at lunch is the cookies were 50 cents, right? And I'd get like $1 and I'd get 2 of them. Or that maybe they're brownies. And so every time I'd pass her, I'd be like, "Here, Lily." And I gave her a brownie or a cookie or whatever. And so I had one for me, right? Because I couldn't eat 2. 2 is too many. But 1 and then giving 1 away feels even better. And so I gave her that 1 brownie or cookie. Like every day I got lunch, and she just slowly stopped hating me.
How could you hate someone out of the kindness of their
Then it slowly became a, "Oh, hey Hudson," when I passed by.
oh really?
Yeah.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah, it slowly was like a, "Oh, hey," or something like that when I passed
Yeah.
by. I never
See,
had
'cause-
conversation with her really.
I mean, I feel like service really powerful to the extent of like fixing some problems.
I trained her
Trained her, yeah.
to not
like,
hate me
I mean, you
with
could say
compassion.
you could say people have hidden agendas, or you could just all have hidden. I mean, like, do you believe that everyone has hidden?
Do you think? Do I think that like some people are trying to get something out of a a relationship, like a friendship or something?
Yeah.
Like they always have like a something they're using you for.
Yeah. Have you ever felt that? Or is there any worse to someone like that?
I want to say that's happened. Yeah, like I could probably feel that, but I couldn't tell you names really.
Well, not names.
But
Just
like people,
what
like I'm
happened?
picturing faces in my head
Right.
of like people that I became friends with, but they kind of wanted me for something else that maybe I didn't pick up on.
That
Like they're only friends. Like for example, like they're your only your friends because they want to skate with you.
is
But
that a thing?
but I'm friends with these people because I want to just be friends in general.
Haters out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you got your skate homies that you go skate with, but they're not really your everywhere else homies.
I feel like I had that a lot in school.
They're friends,
Definitely,
like your
yeah.
school friends.
Yeah.
And then there's like that one or two
Recess
people that
friends.
you like go hang out at their at school after at their like house.
To their
Afterwards.
house for lunch.
Yeah.
For gosh, remember I had to walk home from lunch in Tucson long, and I probably got 10.
You just had to walk home every day that time, or
Well, like I remember taking the bus for a while, but I forget what grade it stopped. I kind of just remember being like, okay. Like, because sometimes my friends would go with me, we'd cross through this, and there was like this famous homeless man. I wonder if anyone that watches
what's his name? We had a
Say
homeless
what was
we had a
it?
homeless man story from last podcast.
Really?
And you described it like really similar. Really similar.
A famous homeless man. Yeah. What was his name? Hobo Frank. Was it?
Hobo Frank?
Well, I think so. Like honestly,
I feel like I've heard this story.
I
like
just
Hobo
feel like
something.
if you drove through Tucson near Desert Sky Middle School, you was this hobo that would like try to jump in front of your car, or if you had your cigarette out your window, he would try to grab it. Or you just see him like pissing on a tree in the middle of like
Oh my
public
God.
traffic, and like
This homeless man
was
seems
just-
a lot worse than like the one from my friend's story.
yeah, that's
Really,
funny. I'll
just
have to
really
watch that.
quick. Andrew, he said that he lived in Flagstaff when he was in school. Like there was this guy, his name was Caveman, and he was just like a homeless guy that everyone smoked weed with.
Interesting. How did you trust
They, I don't know.
how would you know if a hobo was just down to smoke instead of like,
Fuck you?
or kill you? I mean,
Okay.
either one.
Yeah, or die, I
Or
guess.
to
I don't
poison
know.
you, get you high.
I don't know. It was just like I probably just like people that lived in those types of towns.
Right.
They just
Right.
knew. Like this guy doesn't
know.
want me for my body.
Yeah.
He wants me for my potty.
My
Ew.
body. It's interesting. Do you think or dope? Do you like using that word for weed?
No,
Would you-
because
yeah.
I'm really new to like calling it that.
Right.
I usually just called it weed.
I think when I hear dope,
Yeah,
and that it was
maybe that's
written-
why it was made.
Yeah, I was floating the river. It was written on a concrete slab. Dope. Of doing dope or something. And I was just like, why did I read out?
I love doing dope.
I love. Yeah, I'm
It's like I love
"Jeez."
doing weed.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
well, here's the thing. I mean,
I love
it's
doing
just-
marijuana.
Right. It's just always like gas free. Smells loud in here. Like I don't know. I mean, I don't know why those are so much more fun, but they're really nicknames. I feel like
Yeah, bro. That loud really hit real good.
turn that volume down. I was just a weed.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Can't turn this down.
I feel that though. Sometimes honestly, weed can be loud, and you know how it's getting past a blunt both ways, and being like, hold on, let me grab that. Hold on, wait 1 second, and grab both. And then have you ever been past 4 blunts? I hope that you someday get past 4 blunts. That
Like
you know who you are. I respect
everybody
those
like
days.
hits it at once and they go, "Here, Hudson, I have 4." I'm just
4 blunts.
like
Like,
really
that's what
wide
it
pinching
was.
and just.
That's I mean I
the
had
whole thing
I remember like holding them like weird like that.
between your
Kinda,
fingers and just
right? Yeah, or like pinching one, and I don't know. I did it. I managed.
all 4 at once.
Yeah.
Are you just like supposed to do it if someone keeps
S-
passing you the
supposed to
blunts?
grab it? I mean, yeah. Of course, I could have been like, hey, pass it
That's
there.
a little too
But
much,
see,
guys.
like, oh no,
thanks, pals.
We were just there was people. It was the homies.
You
I
would
feel
never
like.
do that in front of the homies, right?
What? Smoke 4 blunts?
You would never turn down the fact to smoke 4 blunts at
no.
once. Never.
No,
There's
like
no way you could do that in the right mind.
the amount of good times with people like that is like I never want to forget. Never want to forget, because like if someone's happy to share 4 blunts with you, like usually people are like, oh, it's so and so's turn, and if you're, I don't know, like I guess these homies, they smoke down. And respect
Respect.
to those days.
It's like an initiation. They all talked about it beforehand.
Yeah.
And they're like, if she doesn't grab all of them, she's not part of the squad.
Well, they also smoked as a squad, I guess you could say. I think it was a 4-foot joint. I'm pretty sure it was a raw. Yeah, the thing was huge.
4
Pretty sure.
feet?
Someone might have to. If
4
you
feet's
can
like a short
clarify
person.
that. 4 feet, maybe not 4 feet. Was it?
Jesus Christ, 4 feet? How tall are you? Like
How-
5'3"?
How long? That was a big. It looked big in pictures. I didn't see it in person. I wish I did. You guys took till like 4 in the morning. I know that much, but it was just.
Don't
Waking up high.
don't roast their blunt making process, dude.
No, if it took that long, that means they smoked so much weed, which means like, because the hole just keeps, it starts big and
That's
and
like
it's just
fistfuls
it
of
keeps-
weed.
Yeah, literally, a lot of weed.
That's entire
Definitely.
nugs. They aren't even crushing
It
it.
was a 420 celebration, and I
Wow.
hold so much respect.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Imagine
everyone
buying
I'd throw
one of
down
those.
for that. Probably. I mean, maybe. Yeah, probably.
Imagine trying to buy one of those. Hundreds. A plug probably wouldn't even have that much.
Well, hundreds of what?
Hundreds of.
Hundreds of weed. I feel that. Okay, yeah, big size pop. Well, if you think about it, I mean, they're getting really
Blunt.
creative.
A giant joint filled with mini joints.
That would
Mini
be like
blunts, mini
like a
blunts.
joint cake, and like the
It's
candles
just like-
are just joint holders.
It's a giant joint full of roaches.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Oh.
roaches.
Okay, I gotta say, Presley Norton, my friend. Okay, she smoked 17 joints for her 17th birthday, and I just want to say I was so glad I got to be a part of that. Hold on. Okay, I wish I could tell more than I shouldn't. Like of
No.
those kinds of memories.
We can
Anyways,
talk about whatever you
I mean,
want.
right? I mean, it's just how much I want to. Pops.
Don't go telling.
Don't go tell them. Snitches get stitches. Anyways, no. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. This is just. I just want to say, like, for your 21st birthday, having 21 candles that are joint holders instead of Gloria's birthday, or just smoking that many. Like, would you rather have
Both.
candles?
You could do both. With the
Yeah.
candle one, you just take them out.
Gosh, I want to do that.
I wonder how much that would cost
It would cost
for 21 joints.
See, and that's
What does one
I-
joint cost?
one joint.
One joint is like
I remember there was
a little bit less than a gram. You think?
yeah, like obviously
Depending on
it's
how
gonna
big
depend
the
on how
joint.
big the joint. Like a 3 gram joint,
It's a big.
probably pricey. At a dispensary, it's gonna be
That's a big boy.
420.
Hmm.
Nowadays, weed getting as popular, it's getting everywhere. Almost. You think about it. And if you use CBD oil, you're almost there.
You're almost there. I was thinking about that. I was like, when do you know to use CBD?
When your bones start hurting. I feel like.
Then have you used it?
Yeah. I mean, from certain perspectives, I used it.
What does it do?
It just, it's, the body high that you get. It's your head high and your body high are two different. You ever focus on like your arm, second,
Feel your body.
feel your body.
Sure.
Pain kind of mellows out depending on how much you take. See, that's the thing. They have dosages. Instead of grams, it's 1,000 to probably maybe more. I mean,
What did you do?
CBD
Use it
is doing
for?
a lot. I use it for my hip because I broke
Oh
my hip.
yeah.
Funny, I was thinking about.
Hell yeah.
And I just want to say, getting the smiley was so worth it. And
Getting the smiley?
yeah, so after I broke my hip, I got a smiley, and I was like, do it on half the scar. I can't feel it. That scar is so numb, and it's long. It's like an inch long. Well, the smiley, like, you know what a smiley is?
Your face?
Well, yes. So on a lighter, I wish I had one to show you. If you flip it a certain way, like if you leave the flame on the metal part that like curves but sticks out,
Mm.
somehow the shape of the top of the lighter looks like a smiley face. So you have to brand yourself to see it. So you hold the fire on, and you stick it to your skin.
Ow.
So problem is, my friend did it too long, and it was funny, but now, yeah, I don't even know why I brought that up.
It's like
but
branded on your leg?
yeah. So I just have a smiley face.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know why, that popped in my head.
Okay.
Would you ever do that?
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna say, yeah, probably I would in the right environment. I was like with all the homies, and they were like, we're all gonna do it. You gotta do it first. If they said you gotta do it first, after proposing that, I would say, fuck. You guys are a bunch of dumbasses. Bryce, you do it first, bitch. You won't. You won't. You won't. You won't. And he goes, just kidding. And then we're
Just
like,
kidding.
I knew it.
Knew it.
This was all a trap from the beginning. When did you start getting into music?
I remember being young, like 8 or 9, maybe 10, and taking guitar lessons from a family friend. And so I guess that's like I feel like it's the first time I started actually playing music. Listening to music obviously forever. I mean, you can't avoid it
Yeah,
once you're
everyone
born
does.
into radio. So, grew up on all of that. I think that gave me the taste. But then after guitar, I kind of stopped. And as I switched over to the piano a little bit, at least I learned my first. And then, gosh, what did I think my grandma started me on piano lessons, and I was doing choir in school and orchestra. So I picked up the violin, started taking those lessons, and then I got my first ukulele, and that was fun. Then I was like, oh, back to string instruments, pick up guitar again. So I guess for 10 years.
Like a birthday.
Really, yeah.
Happy birthday. Music career.
Yeah.
Music career.
10 years.
Mine was like, I don't know. I didn't really play any instruments until I think I was in like fourth grade or something, and we had like you had the choice to take like a music class and you could take guitar. So like only pretty much people who owned like a guitar could go. I had like a Walmart one that I got for Christmas one year, and I was like, I can play this. And we went to class, and some other kid had the same ones. I didn't feel as bad. I remember his name. Shout out to Dawson. Hey man, I know.
I know.
We were there.
I wonder if you play guitar now. Hopefully.
But yeah, like after that, I didn't play an instrument until junior high, maybe a little bit of high school. I had, I think, that I just kind of messed with. Didn't really learn how to play it though.
Were you in band?
No. I was like kind of a little bit in band. Like I knew all the band guys.
Yeah.
But like during basketball season, we had like home games that we would play at, and they asked me if I wanted to play the cymbals, and I played the cymbals at all of like the basketball home games, and in like a couple parades. Yeah.
General
Cymbals are
choreographic
heavy.
steps. That's yeah.
Cymbals are really heavy.
Yeah.
Also through junior high, I was in choir. It was fun, but it was mostly because
Choir girls. We all know our choir girls, and I just want to say, I will never forget those people.
yeah, me neither. There was always the group of like basic white girls that were in the class, and then there was like, in mine at least, there was like all the Mexican chicks that hung out with each other,
Oh.
and there was like all the white girls and then all the Mexican girls were hanging together.
I think we
It's very racist, but
yeah, it was well. It's the thing, like
and none of
some
the
schools
dudes
are
hung
very,
out based on race.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember at my school, like groups just hung out together, and those groups usually like because like you can't lie and say that like most Mormons are white people, and it was a predominantly Christian Mormon. I mean, it of course had all the religions, I think. My high school specifically was
all of them, every
all
race,
up in that.
all of them.
Yeah, and they just even religion produced certain kind of, I think, like-minded people,
Mm-hmm.
and they all wear flower dresses.
They all wear flower dresses in the summer
Yeah.
and longer dresses in the winter.
Very, yeah. I don't know. I just remember thinking, it's choir rehearsal, but this is and they don't know how
This
to
is epic.
get past. Yeah, like, and I don't. It's been popular on TikTok. What is it? The guys making fun of girls for acting like, oh my god. And like they really just not doing anything exciting. And so I just feel like if there's any way to describe
Oh, you're so
choir
crazy,
girls, like-
Stacy. Staying out till 10? Oh, better repent. Make sure Jesus doesn't hear that.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, honestly, and I remember being asked to please don't cuss. I'm like, you're on. Like, please stop
don't-
listening to my
please-
conversation.
Please don't swear.
Yeah, I respect what you wanna listen to, but like you're not like if you're standing next to me, I'm like, okay, but walk over here.
They like throw an airplane across the room.
Like,
You pick it
you
up and
wanna
it says,
just-
"Shut the fuck up."
To people that tell people either just having their own conversation, singing, anything like that.
You ever seen someone like call people out just for just speaking Spanish?
I mean, well, besides Karens and
Besides
Like-
like inside of school classrooms when like they're like talking like each other. Two guys that can speak Spanish in the class are like talking Spanish about something that they like see tell they're talking. Something like that. But one time store turned around. You're in America. You speak English here. And I was like, Whoa.
Dookie.
Harold, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
Harold.
I'm sorry, but
It's unfortunate that you think like that, brother.
yeah, honestly, like you gotta get down at their level, to talk to those kinds of people because they really feel like brick wall. Not gonna lie,
hmm
if you brick wall people, those are definitely.
I try to get that Capri Sun sponsor.
I think
Did you? Were you about to sneeze?
it's coming. Me right now? No, I had to catch my breath.
Yeah.
So
The face. I was like, what's she doing over there? What the fuck? It's that that feeling is also the worst.
What feeling?
Like a feeling of about to sneeze. You get that like and then you hold it for a second and it doesn't pass the threshold of like sneeze.
Sneezing.
It's like sneeze you're just charging and it doesn't quite get to shooting level.
You sneeze in the sun every time you see a bright light.
And sometimes when I go outside.
See, I asked my biology teacher if why sunlight, and he said to write a paragraph for extra. A CHO syndrome.
A CHO syndrome. I think
Real
Mythbusters did something about
A
that.
CHO syndrome, yeah. Well, it was yawning. It did
Yawning, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that. It's that, but with the sun. Like, instead of someone else yawning, just seeing bright lights or like going to a dark room and just flashing on the right time, it sneeze.
It's only done that with the sun,
yeah, it's just
for me at least. It's like when you just wake up and when you walk outside and you're like kind of hot from being inside and it's summer. You like take that step outside in the morning, it's already a little hot, and you're like, eh.
Yeah,
you look up and your face is kind of like scrunched. It hasn't like opened yet, and just like fucking look outside and you're like, and then you sneeze. It used to be like that for me every morning during summer, pretty much at my dad's house. So I had to mow the lawn. I go outside. I'm like, this is the coldest it's gonna be today. It's already 87 outside. Question: did you ever have to mow the lawn?
Did I ever mow the lawn? I've mowed a lawn, but I didn't have to mow the lawn because my brother wanted to make money.
I always think about that with my little sister. She never mowed the lawn.
Really?
I know you're gonna listen to this. You never mowed the lawn. All you do was sit inside and watch. No help. Never did you come help. Hey Hudson, do you want help weed whacking today? Just kidding. Cause I didn't ask. Alright, anyways.
Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, I think mowing the lawn would have been a good thing to do, so I know how to mow a lawn like better, I guess. Like, that's a lot of practice. But yeah, no. I hustle some quarters. I'm like, okay. Like,
homeboy wanted to hustle some quarters.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is.
Yeah. Homeboy. I mean, I would get paid for it, but not very much. Really bad based on like, if you were thinking hourly wage. Because how long maybe it takes me like maybe 2-3 hours max, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm mowing, weed eating, and like blowing all the shit into the trash,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe it'd be a 3-hour task.
It could.
So I start at like 8:30 and I'm done by like 10, 11.
Yeah, that's smart. I feel like that's how a lot of those kinds of jobs go. I mean, depending on how many houses you have, obviously.
Yeah.
But start early.
I'm only talking about like my house.
Your chores, yeah.
Yeah.
But like if you
like just doing my yard, if you're like hustling many yards. My dad said that like that's something I should do to like make extra money because like a guy that we knew, he did that. Like he got like a lot of money for doing like doing lawns and stuff, and I always thought about that, but I was like, like summer, dude. No, thank you, brother.
Summer in Arizona. Like cleaning pools. instruction, I don't know. It's so. Like, it depends on where you're at. Like, where I went to work was
A little higher
Prescott.
elevation.
Yeah. Didn't get as hot until still got there early. Like, even if you're waking up, you're riding your bike and it gets hot fast. Skateboarding at night now. I can't imagine.
I still go during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I go and I wear sunblock, like, I
Right.
won't. Really? I'm probably tan. But
Yeah.
it's only if I take my shirt off, really. It's like, if I'm going during the day nowadays, like, unless I'm, like, trying to witness how much sweat I have on me and, like, wring out a t-shirt. But, yeah, really nothing like. What was I thinking? I was gonna say something. Never mind. Don't care. Not important anymore, I guess. Fuck.
Have you ever broken a bone?
Yes. When I
Bone.
was really little, I broke my leg.
What
No.
part?
I don't know. I just know it was in a cast. Problem. But I guess I was like running. We had like a long straight hallway that was kind of skinny. And I remember the hallway too. But I would like run down to the end of the hallway and like bump turn and land. And like maybe I just didn't turn all the way or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a
And
really.
like I just like
Ah,
spiral fractured my leg bone
Ow.
or something. And like that would be so messed up to watch though.
yeah, like
Some kid just runs down the hallway, jumps, and just
breaks their leg,
collapses, and leg is broken in half.
Yeah, like I'd go get mom.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
okay,
Mom. God, I can imagine that
Go
call
get
from the other
dad.
side of the house.
I broke my leg.
Mom, I think I was like 3 or 4 though. when I did
Yeah,
that.
so you just crying.
Just barely like running age.
Right. Gosh, yeah, I remember. When I fell off a zip line, I just bloody murder screamed, and everyone just kind of knew something was wrong. I wonder what if I would have called.
There's been some times where I really thought I
Mhm.
broke like something, skating or something. Like you just fall,
You
and
just-
you're like, if this isn't broken, like what kind of pain am I beholding?
right? You know, you definitely
Hit my head a
fall
few
on
times
nerves.
too. Couple times,
Especially-
not very hard, but a little fall whiplash bump.
you know, it's.
No. It's not how-
I mean, depending on how long, it's hard. Like, skull strong enough to like. Take
I've like
impact multiple
learned how to
times.
fall, so there's
Yeah.
like a way of falling.
See, there's that too. Like, just know keeping your head up.
Yeah,
stopping
you
your
keep your head
body.
up. Like, well, it's usually like this is how I fall. Like, I'll crunch my head to the other side, and I'll like kind of move my arms like this. And so when I fall, I'll like kind of have my arms to brace me, and I'll land on my shoulders.
But does that hurt your neck? Like,
It hurts
taking
my
all that
arms.
impact?
Like I get like swell bows. So it's just
Yeah.
like your elbow is just like up your elbow about like a quarter of the way. It's like another bump and then
Yeah.
another bump sometimes.
I saw it. Who
Like you can feel them there. It's like
definitely you
elbow
can see
bump
them.
bump like on
Yeah,
my arm.
it looks like a goose egg. That roller skating guy, he had one. I think on his, I think it
It's
was
like
on his.
shin or something.
Yeah, that was.
Those suck too. Shinners.
I mean, I think I've gotten shins, but. You know, if you put
Your vanilla, like bean, the extract.
don't
Like
know.
vanilla beans are way too expensive.
yeah,
You ever try to buy them?
but
They're like
their
15
vanilla
bucks for
bean-
like 8 of them.
Their vanilla bean drinks at Starbucks are pricey first. Oh, maybe their coffee grounds are pretty good. I've never had their beans though.
I'm talking vanilla beans.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
though that's what I'm saying. Like, I had a vanilla bean
No, I've never ordered coffee from Starbucks before.
But have you ever been to a
No, I've I have rarely ever gone to coffee shop ever.
I mean, same, but
I guess like Dutch Bros is considered a coffee shop,
yeah.
even though I
They
don't
definitely have
go there for
coffee.
the coffee. Like Red Bull, syrup mix.
I've had a sip.
Very sugary, but
Yeah.
it's just like if I need something. Sometimes I treat
yeah.
myself,
Yeah, right. I mean, I get
If
a
I
double
get off
shot
of work
Golden
at
Freeze.
like an early morning shift and I feel like I want to do stuff that day, like I like let them talk to me. Seconds.
Weather right now. Like in my car, yeah, but on a bike. That's why I miss like
And
this,
when you
but
go to
also
Dutch
depending
Bros,
on what time.
yeah, you could go like in the morning and probably
Yeah, right.
sit outside and be like, "This is nice." It's like 9 o'clock.
last
Something.
night was
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
outside like last night. Um,
good swimming weather. Just want to put that out there.
did you go
Swimming.
swimming?
Arizona go swim. Also, yeah.
You have a
like,
pool though.
I do have a pool.
Was it cold?
And yeah, no, it was warmed up.
So
Yeah.
you probably don't have very much shade in
Yeah.
your backyard.
No, I mean not over the pool. Really, the house, kind of shades it.
Mm.
But
It was like night when the sun did its
Down-
his
did its-
murder fire heat magic.
murder fire. Yeah, that or Bob Ross.
What do you
Mm.
think of the term boner police?
What do I think of the term?
Yeah.
I think I mean, what do I see a lot of different things pop in my head because he's made of bones and he's a police. Like it's
A
as simple
literal
as
bone
that.
police.
Bone police. Yeah. So see that and I mean like you can imagine a boner but a banana, but I don't know how to incorporate.
I was thinking like
Doesn't
picture a
banana.
man like from the 80s
Yeah.
wearing like one of those button up like shirts that's like half unbuttoned and it's got like the really hairy chest. The shirt's like a yellow shirt with like pink stars all over it. Got a massive afro, some like aviators, and a fat mustache. Just like his thickest like worm like caterpillar looking bad boy. And like he's got like a gun and a badge. Like that's the boner police.
He's the boner police.
Yeah.
Wait, do you like that? What's his hair look like?
Like an afro, like a big brown
Afro?
puffy afro. But he's a white dude. For my visualization
Boner
purpose. only.
police. Like, does he have a jacket that he would have like Molly and shit in? Like, is he like almost
No,
like a
like
Cupid of
picture
boners?
picture like if your dad came up to you and was like, "Oh, this is a picture of me from like high school," like your grandpa did or something.
Well, right, I see it.
And he'd
so
be like in the discotheque, like fucking bounce chicka wow wow, finger to the sky.
Just is it by like it's I guess
He doesn't have.
yeah,
I don't
he's
think
a
he
cop.
he might have a leather jacket.
Boner police.
He might have a leather jacket.
Would it be realistic though or cartoon?
It'd be like what the Fonz would wear.
Fonts?
I forgot who I'm fucking talking to. Yes. I'm not even that old, guys. Okay. Oh my god.
The Happy Days was when
Oh
Mr.
my-
Rogers was
Oh
alive.
my god.
And
See, it wasn't my time, but like I still know. Oh my god.
I know some things
Okay,
outside
never
of my
mind,
time, but that's
alright.
just some shit that I don't know. Probably for what is it? Why do I not know it? Let's see.
Too young.
Well, what are the Happy Days?
What?
What are the Happy Days? I know stuff. I'm sure like
Well, it was a show.
that's all.
Yeah, it was a TV show.
On Disney.
It was like it was really similar to like Grease, but like the TV show, like a funny guy and then that dude.
Yeah,
Too
see,
funny. It's like a sitcom.
okay, yeah, I watched VCR movies. That's all I had.
So I never
A
saw
VCR
those.
TV.
My mom's gonna be not very
Only
proud
played
of you.
VCRs.
My little sister knows.
Did she want to go back in time and buy me a TV?
My little sister
Yeah?
knows what the show is. My little sister would watch this show. We didn't have like cable. It would like come on sometime. Mom, I'm watching Happy Days. Mom would come out. Oh, Happy Days, or
Happy
something. And like
Days.
sometimes they'd watch it. You know, you're watching,
You
little
know.
sister. I see you.
You know, but
Anyways, he's wearing like a fucking, maybe he has a leather jacket when he goes to go out, leave the place, and he has a. But there's no Molly in it.
I just wanna, I'm trying to associate him with like boner.
He's so he has a badge and he'll whip it out if anyone has a bone. He sees like a stiff one popping up in someone's pants. He'll be like, pull the gun immediately because that's a crime worthy of gun pulling.
Having a boner?
But popping a boner, yeah,
Popping a boner?
yeah, just in general.
Ow.
But he'd be like, you got a permit for that?
Got a permit for that?
And if you don't provide proper identification and permitage, then like you go to fucking jail.
Can
man.
you
go to
imagine
boner
having to
jail.
have, yeah, like,
What are
what
you in here
if
for?
I had a boner?
Popped a stiffy in the public
You
restroom.
know, I'm sure someone said that in jail.
Yeah. Oh,
And then hopefully got
definitely,
murdered.
dude. Definitely. There was definitely some guy that got caught, like, about to smash with his dick hard. Turned out that she wasn't of age or something, maybe. Heinous crime, of course.
I mean, yeah.
And then they're like, why did you go to jail? And he's like, I don't know, man. They just came in and I had a boner. And went to jail for having a boner.
What? You know, it's what?
Maybe in public.
Yeah, it would have to
If
be
you were like
what-
publicly naked.
when can someone tell you boner? What?
You don't have a permit for it. So he's checking permits. Got a license to carry?
License to carry.
Ah, well.
fucking
Someone else who
slong.
thinks they have a undercover carry card. It says it right here. Your dick and balls has to be out at all times in view. Can you imagine? What if like everyone's just stopped caring if you were naked outside? Would you still wear clothes?
A nudist culture.
People just didn't care.
I mean, there's places you can go where people just don't care.
But like everyone didn't care. Would you still wear clothes?
Are there
be
children
different?
there
In this
Are
world,
children
no.
doing
In this
it?
world, there's no children.
that
For-
do it? They're just children don't exist.
For legal purposes.
We're
There's
just
no
dropped
children.
on Mars all naked.
Yeah, only adults.
On Mars, I would not care. On a really long beach, I think I wouldn't care. You keep your distance from everybody, but you're all naked. So if you go on a walk and you see,
Okay.
but at a drum circle, I think I'd be distracted by
How much sand would be going in them cheeks?
bouncing, cheeks in the sand,
Bouncing titties.
bouncing titties, and ass.
Everyone's
and-
singing to Kumbaya.
and, like,
You're over here like humming.
Like, I just don't know if and that's just who, like, I'm sorry, like.
Thanks for laughing at that, guys. Thank you as much.
I think that I just would, distractions are in the world. But definitely to Mars. Definitely. If that's the only way, like, they
Everyone's
just
in
give me
Mars.
a
No one
glass
brought
helmet.
clothes.
No one brought clothes. Like, oh, you can't bring clothes on this trip? Why? Because that's just.
Would you still have to use bathrooms though that are like blocked off from everybody? Just because like they're naked already.
I think
all that's happening is they just drop in a log.
well,
man.
here's the thing: can a human being, like, if you can't take a poop
And cut right there. If you can't take a poop
in front of someone, then like, how are you gonna
Where are we as a culture?
survive in a society that you have to poop in front of multiple people? Like, imagine just walking
You
down
think
the
they
street.
do that and Naked and Afraid?
Well, here's the thing: like,
they still leave?
we accept dogs pooping in front of
Yeah, sometimes they stare at you too.
they
That's
stare.
the scariest thing, dude.
Horses.
They're like, "Why are you watching me?"
Yeah, like.
Oh my gosh, horses.
Fish.
Okay, do you follow Nature's Metal at all?
No.
On Instagram?
No.
I'll show you later. But it's like an Instagram page that's all about like animals and nature and shit. That's like super cool. And like a lot of the times it's like an animal like killing another animal or something like that.
Mm.
And the other day I saved it. I'll just show you the video if you want to see it.
Yes.
But it's like a pen with like 2 horses in it. One's like the dude like stallion horse. Apparently it's worth like $45,000 or something. And there's like that like the chick horse that's just there, have like kind of like on a rope in the middle. They're kind of like bringing her around. So it's the same thing with the dude horse. And the dude horse is like trying to get his fuck on, right? So he's got like a massive boner, right? Like a horse boner, massive horse dick. Just kind of chilling there. And he's like, fucking let me go, guys. Let me go get that.
Yeah.
And they're just like kind of the chick horse is like just barely like getting within like face reach of him, like going in circles.
Right.
And then she finally like circles around and just donkey kicks him in the face.
Did
And
he still
kills
bite, though?
it kills the horse.
So he dies with a boner.
Yes.
Oh my.
The horse made some very disturbing sounds when it was on the ground. Like some like
Is this video on the internet?
some like rough neighs. Yeah, it's on the internet. Do you want to see it right now? Is the question.
I mean, kinda.
I can show you. I can
Yeah.
edit it in too. So
Yeah.
on Instagram. I'll cut this part out. If I go to what the things that I've favorited or that I've bookmarked, saved. Did I not save it? It's just probably on. Bunch of cool shit happening.
Cool.
Nature's Metal.
Metal?
Yeah. Where is it, dude? It was a recent one, right?
Big fish.
Oh, here.
A la verga.
They start shitting. You see that?
Restart.
¡Lo mató!
Yeah.
¿A dónde le pegó? Ya lo verguió. No, lo mató. Lo mató. Lo mató. Está muerto ya. Lo mató. ¿Se murió el pisón? Sí, lo pateó. ¿Y ya se murió?
He's really trying to get it out.
A la verga. ¡Lo mató! ¿A dónde le pegó? Ya lo verguió. No, lo mató. Lo mató. Lo mató. Está muerto ya. Lo mató. ¿Se murió el pisón? Sí, lo pateó.
It's crazy, right?
Sí, está muerto ya. No, está muerto
It's
ya.
insane.
Está muerto ya. Le dio media frente. No, está muerto ya. Sí, ya se murió.
I didn't think that you were watching this on here.
Wow.
But I'm glad we did.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. You don't think about it, but you
No.
probably shit yourself when you die.
Yeah. You know, I wonder how many people, like, FBI agent, why don't you have that pop up in my ads? Like,
Yeah.
I want to know how many people shit
Death
when they
diapers.
die. Death diapers. Yeah, I mean, is that's a brutal, long death. Like, keep shitting. You can't move because you're dying.
That'd be
Wow.
embarrassing. That'd be an
Gosh,
embarrassing
I
way
really
to die.
hope
Heavy-
Yeah, right?
It's a heavy-
Yeah,
it's a heavy hitter.
definitely.
Wow. Oh my god. Anyways, maybe we can end off of that. let's just go ahead and end off of that. It was a good talk. Good talking to you.
Yeah.
Where can people find you if you want to kind of find your stuff?
Instagram. Just really, follow my art page.
I'll put it- yeah, I'll put it in
Tay.j.art. Worry about my.
I'll put them both in
I think
the description.
Buddy for both.
Anything else? Just Instagrams.
So yeah, I think. Oh, Twitter. Yeah, you're right. I mean, find me. Gosh, which would be fun.
Would be fun. You should really start.
Yeah.
I can help you out. Yeah. Well,
cool.
You guys know where you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Worryson, or on my Twitter at Worryson, or on my Instagram at Worryson. The only thing I have that's not at Worryson is my Snapchat. That's still under Hudson Moffat. My real name. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's really exposing.
Yeah, I'm so exposed right now.
So,
But anyways,
tits out.
thanks for fucking listening. This has been the Boner Police Podcast, episode official 1.
Official.
Thank you,
Honored.
thank you. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you when I see you. Peace. Hey, thanks for tuning in to this week's Boner Police Podcast. This week was pretty interesting. Taylor Jones, lots to say, as you can see. Many topics to talk about. A lot of interesting ones. A lot of interesting things happen. This podcast. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to follow her on any of her social medias, like she said, all that will be underneath in the little description of the podcast. And I said before, make sure you guys check me out on my things as well. Those will be under those also. Thanks to all the audio listeners and all the YouTube watchers out there. You guys are heart and soul. I live for. Yes, you. See you. Thank you, Jason, for watching. Love you. Stay vibing. Stay safe. This whole Corona season and riots and shit going on. Get the fuck away from those things, dude. Guys, thanks for stopping in. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.